"Lieutenant, there is someone very beautiful at that table." "Which table, Sergeant Wedge?" "The table on the left side. Since we entered, that person has been looking at you, Lieutenant. Didn't you notice?" "I don't know. I didn't even pay attention." Wayo responded in a neutral tone, showing no excitement at her subordinate's attempt to provoke her. Her unexpected response not only surprised Sergeant Wedge, but also caused the other colleagues, who were there celebrating the closing of an important case, to look at her at the same time. What happened? Normally, whenever someone tries to approach you, you never refuse in a cold manner. Why are you ignoring someone so beautiful today? I don't want to get involved with anyone in a fleeting way anymore. Who made you change like that, Lieutenant? I've decided that I want to have true love. Besides, I don't want to go on casual dates anymore. Owner of a charming face that attracted attention from any angle, even without trying to be seductive, Wayo always had an irresistible charm, regardless of the gender of the person who admired her. But this time, she was truly determined to stop getting involved in a superficial way, as she had already thought that she did not want to close her own opportunities. Despite having had several relationships, there was one thing Wayo never did: cheat or get involved with more than one person at the same time. For her, respecting the person by her side was essential. After all, everyone wants to find true love. And whenever she fell in love, she also wanted it to be real, just like her cousins did when they found their soulmates. Like when Kasama met Miss Tipafa. Like when Apo met Miss Chinlada. Now, all that was left for Wayo was to wait for the person destined to be his true love to appear. Or perhaps, by taking a simple step outside, that person would fall from the sky like a gift from God, who would finally take pity on someone who had always been unlucky in love. May Wayo find his true love. "Are you back? Your father wants to talk to you." What it was? "This month, I want to assign you an important mission. If it's something related to favoritism and political contacts, you already know that I'm not interested in that kind of thing." Wayo responded sincerely after Police General Watit Watanwanish, her father, asked her to take on the assigned mission. She had followed in his footsteps and entered the police force for years, but whenever such conversations arose, they ended up arguing. She never accepted the path her father tried to set for her, as she wanted to live her own life. For this reason, she was often reprimanded, being told that if she had followed his advice, she would have been promoted long ago, leaving behind the rank of Lieutenant Wayo. This time, the mission is even bigger than a VIP-level job. The reputation and image of our country are at stake. And what do you want me to do? Save the country? I want you to welcome a royal guest on your first visit to Thailand, the Crown Princess of the Kingdom of Maidlin. The Princess of Maidlin. Her Highness Catherine Blue Delana of Maidlin. This meant that Wayo, as a police officer, had been chosen for a great responsibility: to be the bodyguard and ensure the safety of a foreign princess. It might not be a mission to save the country, but it was certainly something crucial to the nation's image and diplomacy. "I bow to your majesty. My father, get up, my daughter. I came to say goodbye before I leave, as I have been appointed to represent your majesty on an official visit to Thailand and other neighboring countries in Asia. May your journey be safe. May you gain knowledge and witness the development of other nations so that we can continue to strengthen and modernize Maidlin. I promise this trip will not be in vain." Princess Catherine bid farewell to her father, the king, as heir to the throne of Madeline. Since she was a child, she has always been admired for her beauty and elegance, but even more so for her exemplary character. For this reason, she was deeply loved by the people. Maidlin was a small country in the south of France, located by the sea. With a population of approximately 500,000 people, it was governed under a democratic regime, with King Arthur Delana as monarch and head of state. No matter where you are, my daughter, never forget who you are. So, as Princess Catherine Blue Delana, heir to the throne of Maidlin, I don't have time to visit you now, Pinam. Ever since I came home, my father hasn't stopped interfering in my life. Being away from her family was sometimes a blessing for someone who enjoyed living freely, like Weo. When she was transferred to another region, it was because she had been plotted against, forcing her to be relocated to a distant police station. However, with her recent work solving a high-profile case nationwide, she was finally transferred back to a police station in Bangkok. It's okay. If it's really important work, focus on it. With Lada by your side, even if I can't go, you won't be alone. Yes, Lada is here with me and even asked to invite you. Oh, I'm tired of couples in love. Celebrate your anniversary without me. I'll send you a gift when I have time. Right now, I have a job of great national importance to attend to. A work of national importance? Yes, to welcome the Princess of Maidlin. Weo answered quickly before having to end the call with her cousin. Her father was calling, summoning her. Dressed in her dress uniform, with 2 silver stars shining on each shoulder, she was ready. Armed with her trusty pistol, she would take on her new mission leading the security team in charge of protecting the Princess of Maidlin. This way, please, Princess Blue. After receiving a warm welcome, with the delivery of flowers and the presence of the security team organized by Thailand, in addition to the royal guards who came from Maidlin, everything went smoothly from the airport to the luxury hotel prepared to host her with all the dignity befitting her position. This is the team of female police officers selected to ensure Your Highness's safety during your stay at the hotel, in addition to Maidlin's royal escort. Catherine glanced down the row of female officers lined up in the lobby, but her gaze stopped at the last one in line. Unlike the others, this officer was staring straight at her, never looking away, something no other seemed to dare do. This is Lieutenant Weo Wattenwanish, head of the security team, Your Highness. Understood. Weo bowed her head slightly in a respectful gesture to the foreign princess, who was visiting Thailand for the first time. However, something surprised her: the princess could speak Thai, although her pronunciation was not perfect. It was understandable and impressive considering that she did not need an interpreter to communicate. But there was something else that Weo couldn't ignore. Now that they were only a step apart, and she had the chance to observe the princess up close, something caught her attention even more. She never imagined that the Princess of Maidlin would be so stunning. We appreciate your kindness. Lady Blue. Grace, I told you, we're not in Maidlin, right? Sorry, I forgot again. Call me Miss Blue. Yes, Miss Blue. Catherine smiled contentedly at her faithful lady-in-waiting, who had accompanied and protected her during her stay in Thailand. Grace was not only a trusted servant, but also a childhood friend who had grown up alongside her in the palace. Although the political situation in Maidlin had calmed down, and the protests against her father's decision to name her heir to the throne instead of her younger cousin had died down, she knew that stability was still fragile. She had understood for some time that her position was not as secure as it seemed. Despite being at the top of the line of succession, she was still in danger, especially when she was away from home. Her visit to Thailand could be the perfect opportunity for hidden enemies to eliminate her without arousing suspicion. Miss Blue, do you trust the people the Thai government has assigned to your security? In the current situation, I cannot trust anyone, not even our own people of Maidlin. The truth is, Your Highness should have informed His Majesty about this. If my father had known, he would never have allowed me to come. About Lieutenant Weo, I did a brief investigation about her. She is an elite police officer, responsible for solving several important cases. In addition, she is the daughter of a high-ranking officer in this country. We don't know where our enemies are hiding or who they might have bought over to their side. That's why I can't trust even the best police officers. So that means Miss Blue doesn't trust Lieutenant Weo. From where I am, I can't trust anyone. Unable to trust anyone, not even those around her, Catherine could not ask for help. In the situation she found herself in, where she could not tell her friend from her enemy, every misstep could lead her straight into a deadly trap. Staring Weo. What, Princess Blue, of course. You're aiming too high, huh? Do you want to be spanked, Beam? If anyone hears this, it could be considered an insult to royalty. I'm just kidding, but seriously, that's a princess. She's on such a high level that we can't even reach her. We don't even have the right to try. Just thinking about it is a huge mistake. Wayo responded to a provocative comment from fellow officer Beam as they both performed security duty at the official welcome reception for Princess Catherine. The event was being held in a private room at the hotel and was attended only by high-ranking figures. The foreign princess wore an elegant pink strapless dress, highlighting her slender figure. Precious jewels adorned her body, complemented by a priceless crown. Naturally, she became the center of attention of everyone present. Wayo, who remained far away, couldn't help but notice her stunning beauty, his eyes fixed on her without her realizing it. But amidst dozens, perhaps hundreds of people around, why was Princess Catherine looking at her so intensely, as if there was a hidden meaning in that gaze that Wayo simply couldn't comprehend? Mrs. Blue, what happened? Grace, there's something mixed in this drink. Catherine spoke in a shaky voice, overcome by a feeling of dizziness. She had drunk a fruit juice that had been previously inspected by her confidant, Grace. However, shortly after drinking it, her body began to fall asleep, her heartbeat accelerated, her hands trembled, and her vision became blurred, making it difficult to see clearly. She struggled to remain standing, but her balance was already compromised. No, it can't be. I checked everything carefully. No, that's poison. Just a sleeping pill. No need to worry, Mrs. Blue. Grace. The owner of the beautiful face tried to whisper her confidant's name, but her voice was so weak that she could barely form words. Then, her body gave way and she fell to the ground, without receiving any help from the person she trusted most. Just sleep in peace, and don't worry about anything else from now on. It was, you. I say goodbye to Lady Blue forever. With her last remaining strength, Catherine managed to knock over a nearby vase, which shattered on the floor and echoed a loud sound throughout the room. Her last sight before losing consciousness was of Madeleine's guards invading the place under Grace's orders. But she didn't have time to see the true face of the mastermind behind this treacherous plan. Take the princess immediately. I'll take care of the rest. Lady Grace. Lieutenant Wayo, what happened? I heard the sound of glass breaking inside the room. I was clumsy and ended up knocking over a vase. Ms. Blue already scolded me for that, so don't worry, Ms. Wayo. And where is the princess now? Is she safe? The serene-faced policewoman asked Princess Catherine's confidant, who came to greet her and answer her questions at the door of the room. However, Wayo saw no sign of the princess, only the broken glass scattered on the floor, which had not yet been cleaned up. Mrs. Blue is perfectly fine. It's her rest time now, so it would be best not to disturb her. But as the head of the security team, I need to personnel check whether the princess is safe. Your Highness does not like to be disturbed at night. My apologies, Your Highness. Wayo bowed her head slightly in respect as Catherine appeared behind the door and reprimanded her for her intrusion at that moment. However, even from a distance, the police officer could see that the princess seemed to be fine, with no apparent signs that anything serious had happened. You can go now, before Your Highness gets angry. The door closed before her without giving her a chance for further questions or any explanation about what had really happened. With no alternative, Wayo returned to his lookout position, but he had barely arrived when Beam asked him a question upon noticing his serious expression. What's wrong, Pilam? Is Lady Blue okay? The princess is safe. Hey, if nothing happened, why do you look so worried? Beam, stay alert and take care of security here. I'll be back soon. Where are you going? What do you want me to tell the others? She couldn't tell anyone that there was something strange about the situation. Something felt off, triggering her instincts and her suspicions. It wasn't something she could simply ignore. Wayo needed to investigate on her own. At the very least, she would be doing her duty to the best of her ability to ensure that nothing was left hanging or left her with regrets later. Where should we take the princess? Eliminate her. Leave no trace or evidence. Are you sure the Thai authorities won't track us down? Wouldn't killing the princess be a case of great international repercussion? You have already received the required payment. Are you going to be afraid because of this now? But as long as everyone thinks Princess Blue is still here, no one will suspect anything. After receiving an exorbitant quanprama from Madelin's contractor, who ordered the princess to be eliminated without a trace, the criminals considered that exchanging the life of a single woman for a fortune capable of supporting them for the rest of their lives was a risk worth taking. Take her to the border and destroy all evidence by burning everything. Boss, the princess is missing. You idiot, how could you let this happen? I told you to watch the car. But I saw that she was unconscious. I didn't think she would wake up so quickly. Find her before the others do, or we're all screwed. Catherine gathered what little strength she had left to walk, albeit unsteadily. Perhaps luckily, she hadn't ingested too much of the drink Grace had prepared for her, which meant the effect of the sedative wasn't as strong. However, it was still difficult to seek help before she completely lost consciousness. Help. There, she's running away in that direction. She had been spotted by the criminals hired to eliminate her. Even if she tried to keep walking, it was impossible to escape them with such little strength. She still didn't know who was behind everything in Madeline, but she was sure that it wasn't just Grace. There were other accomplices involved. Bang! The sound of a gunshot echoed before Catherine closed her eyes tightly. However, she felt no pain or any impact from the bullet hitting her body. Instead, she lost her balance and fell, but was soon caught by someone who quickly pulled her up, protecting her from the gunshots that followed. Come this way quickly. Weo grabbed the princess's wrist, who was barely able to walk, and held her tightly to help her regain some strength. Without hesitation, he carried her to a parked car and sped off through the back exit of the hotel, not giving the situation a chance to get any worse. Are you well? Who did you get involved with to be attacked like that, in the middle of the night, with so many shots? There was no response. The woman remained silent, even after they had escaped immediate danger. Weo glanced in the rearview mirror, feeling a little more at ease when he realized they were not being followed. As a police officer, he could not ignore someone in trouble. He did not know exactly who this woman was, nor why she was being hunted, but he would do what he could to help her. Did you hear me? Do you want me to take her to a hospital? If she remained silent, how would Weo know what to do? The policewoman then parked in a busy area, illuminated by the lights of some stores, and turned to the woman. She lightly touched her shoulder, trying to make her react, since before, with all the confusion and darkness, she had not been able to see her face clearly. Come on, let me take you to the hospital for a checkup. Then we can file a complaint. I'll go with you. Hey, you. Mrs. Weo. Please help me. Then Weo finally understood. The woman before her was none other than Princess Catherine Blue Delana of Madeline. TBC.